You've been lied to about the split step. That's why when you try it, it feels clunky, awkward, and useless, so you throw it out, assuming that it just doesn't work. Here, let me prove it. Here's what the pros look like when they split step. Flowing, smooth, and graceful, like a dancer. There's a seamless transition between lifting off the court and moving to the next ball. No wasted time and no stutter. And here's what a 4.0 player looks like trying the same thing. It's abrupt, jerky, stop and start, and unathletic. And honestly, most recreational players don't even attempt a split step at all, which is even worse. At least this player is trying, but he's been given bad information, and that's the problem. Here's the lie everyone believes that leads to those awkward split step attempts. Nearly every coach will tell you to time your split step so that both feet hit the ground the instant your opponent makes contact with the ball. Sounds logical, right? The problem is, it's dead wrong. Here's Jannik Sinner getting ready to return serve during some point play, and as he just lifts off the court, we're going to pause the video here and head on over to his opponent. And look at how his opponent is just about ready to hit the ball. There's the hit right there. And notice how Jannik has just lifted off the court, and he's got all this time to float in the air before, watch his right foot, how his right foot is going to seamlessly pivot, and he's just going to flow in the direction of the ball. Here he is getting ready for a point on the deuce side. Here's his lift right there. And if we go over to his opponent, you can see that his opponent has already hit the ball. Jannik has just lifted up into the air, and now watch his left foot. This time he's going to flow and pivot seamlessly out to the left for a backhand. On the WTA side, here's Aryna Sabalenka playing a point, and when she lifts up in the air right there, we're going to freeze the video, go on over to her opponent. Look, the ball's already been hit. It's already off her racket strings. And if we go forward slowly, you'll see that on this particular shot, she's going to pivot her outside foot, her right foot seamlessly, and get ready for a forehand ground stroke. Here she is getting ready to return serve, and here's her split step right there. She just left the court. And if we look over at her opponent, the ball has already left her strings. It's already been hit. And this time, watch her left foot turn and pivot seamlessly to prepare herself and flow her energy out to the left to hit a backhand. Not only are Jannik and Aryna not landing when the ball gets hit, but in some cases, they haven't even left the ground yet at all. So why in the world would the best players in the world waste time in the air after the ball has already been struck by their opponents? Here's the answer. It takes humans about a quarter to a third of a second to see the ball, process what's happening, and then react physically. So if your feet are already on the ground when your opponent makes contact, you're dead in the water. All of your momentum comes to a screeching halt, and then you're forced to start again from zero once your brain finally figures out where the ball is going. Just think about it. If you were standing right here in front of me and I tossed a tennis ball either to your right side or your left side for you to catch it, your body wouldn't respond instantaneously. There's a built-in delay. And in tennis, intelligently using that delay time is the difference between being clunky and slow or flowing and fast. By the way, have you ever been told to land your split step when your opponent hits the ball? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm really curious exactly how many players have been fed this bad information. So how can we fix this problem? Step one is to figure out if your timing is off when you do try to split step. You can tell if your split step is early by how it feels. If it's jerky, jarring, or you feel both feet fully come in contact with the court surface at the same time, your momentum has been killed and you're already behind in your movement for the next shot. Now compare that to the pros. Their feet are never both flat on the court at the same time. Their split step is later, timed so that just before they land, they already know where the ball is going and they can slingshot their energy directly towards the next shot. That's why they look so smooth and explosive, while everyday players look stuck. Here's the really good news. This isn't just for the pros. Here's some everyday players that I just worked with. Just a few minutes of adjusting their timing, and suddenly their movement looked smoother, more natural, and more athletic without even trying any harder. Here's what this student looked like before any timing work. Here's his split step, and again, congratulations to him on even doing it at all. When he touches his feet on the court right there, we're going to go over and look at me hitting the serve. I just hit the ball. So he's already touching down, and it's going to take a quarter to a third of a second before he has any idea where the ball is going. So watch how his feet are going to fully settle, come in full contact with the court. Then he's going to have to re-engage and pick up that left foot and pivot and turn to go get the ball for a backhand return. The pros did this all in one fluid, seamless movement. Now watch the difference in his smoothness and athleticism, how I hit this ball and he's just lifting up into the air. Right now, he's watching the ball and reading it, and now watch his right foot, how it's going to pivot, and he's going to seamlessly, smoothly start moving in that direction with no dead time or downtime. Here he is again with the ball just off my strings. Now he's going to lift up into the air, read where the ball is going, and watch his left foot this time pivot, and he's going to smoothly and seamlessly move out to his left for a backhand. This player didn't get fitter. He didn't get faster. He didn't get younger. He just stopped following the lie about the split step and followed some simple training exercises instead. So the next time you're on the court, ask yourself, does my split step feel like a flowing launch towards the ball or a clunky stop and start? If you want to see the exact step-by-step method that I used to retrain the split step so that it finally feels natural and flowing, let me know in the comments down below. If enough people ask, that'll be my very next video. Thanks so much for watching today. Keep up the great work on your game, and I'll talk to you in the next video.